Hi everybody, welcome to Live Blogger. In this tutorial series, we are designing this musician homepage using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Now in this video, we will set up our project and also create this navbar. So let's get started. Alright, so here I have created this folder called musician homepage and I have this images folder over here. And the first thing we will do is we'll create a new file called index.html. So let's type index.html over here. And let's create one more file for the CSS and let's call it style.css. And let's create one more file for the JavaScript. So let's type main.js for the file name. Now let's start with the index.html file. So here in VS Code, you can just type exclamation and press tab. And you'll have this basic HTML5 code. And here in the head section, let's also link the CSS file. So let's type link and press tab. And here in the href, let's type style.css. And let's link our JavaScript file over here in the body. So let's type script :src and press tab. And here let's type main.js. Now, first of all, here in the title, let's go ahead and type welcome to Noah. So this is what will be displayed over here in the title of the tab. All right, now let's go back and let's open this in our browser. So I have this extension called Live Server installed in VS Code. So once you have this installed, you can just go ahead and right click over here in the HTML file and click on Open with Live Server. And here we can see our website is displayed in the browser and we have this title displayed over here. All right, now the next thing we will do is we will get the link of the font. So the font that we're going to use is called BE Vietnam Pro. This is a Google font. So let's go to the Google Fonts website and let's get the link of the font. Alright, so here I'm in fonts.google.com and let's search for BE Vietnam Pro and let's select the font and let's click on Get Font button. And here we need to get the link of the font. So let's go to Get Embed Code. Alright, now let's go ahead and copy this code from here. So let's click on Copy Code and we need to add this to the head section of our website. So here in the head section, let's go ahead and add the code. So with that, our fonts have been added. Now let's start with the markup of our design. Now let's create a division with the class of main wrapper. Now in this, we'll create a navbar. So let's create a nav and let's give it a class of navbar. Now in this, first of all, we need to have this logo. So for this logo, we also need to have this icon and this text. So let's create a span and then we need to add the icon. So let's create an img tag. Let's type images / logo.svg. So here we have the logo and then we need to add the text. So here after this, let's go ahead and create a span and let's type Nova over here. Let's add some classes over here. So for the span, let's type class and let's set the classes to brand icon. And for the span, for the logo text, let's type class. Let's set it to brand text. Let's add the class brand icon to this image. So let's cut it from here and add it right here. And let's change this span into a div. So this is the container. And let's give the class of nav brand. Right now, let's go outside this div and let's create another div. Let's give it a class of nav menu. And in this, we need to add links for these 3 different menu items. So let's create an anchor tag. Let's type hash for the extra for now. And here let's type music. Let's also give it a class. So let's type class and let's set it to nav link. Now let's duplicate this 2 more times. Here for the second one, let's type Tor. And for the third one, let's type store. Now after these menu items, we need to add this icon. So let's go ahead and create a button. Let's give it a class of nav button icon. And here let's add the image. Let's type images / menu icon.svg. So now we can see we have this menu icon and we have all the content displayed over here in our website. Right now, let's start with the CSS of our design and let's make it look like this. So let's go back and let's go to the style.css file. First of all, let's add some variables. So let's type :root and let's create a variable called color primary. Let's set the color to 8311D4. So this will be our primary color. Let's create another color called color BG dark. Let's give it a hash code of 1A1022. And let's create a color called color text muted. And for that, let's type RGBA 255, 255, 255, 0.8 for the opacity. And for the main font, let's create a variable called font main. Let's set it to BE Vietnam Pro and sans serif. And let's also create a variable for the nav height. So let's type nav height. Let's set it to 80 pixels. Right now, let's select everything and also the before and the after selectors of everything. So let's tap asterisk, colon, colon, after, asterisk, colon, colon, before. And here let's tap box sizing and let's set it to border box. And let's tap margin of 0, padding of 0. Now this line of code will make sure that our elements have the correct height and width. Right now, let's go ahead and select the body. And let's add some styles over here. So first of all, let's tap background color and let's set it to var, and the variable that we created is called color bg dark. So now we can see we have this dark color for the background. Let's also set the color of the text. So I'll just create one more variable over here for the color of the text. So let's tap color white and let's tap white over here. So let's use that color over here. So let's tap color and let's tap var color white. And for the font family, let's tap var font main. And let's set the line height of all the text to 1.5. And now if we go back to our website, we can see that the font has changed and also the color of the text has changed. All right, now let's go ahead and add some styles to the navbar. So we have this nav with the class of navbar. So let's select that and just type dot navbar. And let's set the position to fixed. Let's set the top position to 0. Let's set the width to 100%. And let's set the height to the variable that we created called nav height. And we also need to have these elements one next to the other. So we need to have the logo over here on the left side and these menu items on the right side. So for that, let's set the display to flex and align items to the center. And we need to type justify content space between. So now we can see that these elements are one next to the other. Now let's also set the Z index to be 100 so that it is above all the other elements. And let's also add a padding. Let's set it to 0 for the top and bottom and 1.5 rem for left and right. So here we can see we have this padding on the left and the right. All right, now let's style this division with the class of nav brand where we have the image and the span for the logo text. So let's tap nav brand. And first of all, let's tap display of flex and align items to the center so that they are centered vertically. Let's also add a gap. Let's set it to 0.75 rem. And let's go ahead and set the pointer events to none for this navbar so that we can allow clicking through these empty areas between the menu items and the logo. So now for this nav brand, we need to type pointer events auto. So now we'll be able to click inside the elements of the navbar. Let's also type cursor pointer. Right now, let's style this text. So for that, we have this span with the class of brand text. Let's style that. Let's type brand text over here. And let's set the font size to 1.25 rem. Let's set the font weight to 700. And let's type letter spacing. Let's set it to negative 0.05 ems. So this is how the logo looks. Right now, let's style these menu items inside the desktop version. So let's type nav menu and let's set the pointer events to auto for this as well so that we are able to click on these menu items. And let's tap display of flex, align items to the center. And let's add a gap of 3 rem. And let's add this glass morphic effect over here. So here we can see that the content of the website is being displayed through this navbar. So for that, let's go ahead and type background. Let's set it to RGBA 2616 34 0.6. And let's type backdrop filter. And let's set it to blur 12 pixels. Let's also add a border. And let's set it to 1 pixel solid RGBA 255, 255, 255, 0.1. And let's also add some padding. Let's set it to 0.75 rem and 2 rem. And let's set the border radius of 100 pixels. Let's also add a box shadow. And let's set it to 0, 10 pixels, 30 pixels, RGBA, 0, 0, 0, and 0.2. All right, now let's style these menu items. So for the menu items, we have this class of nav link. So let's type nav link and let's set the color to var color text muted. And let's remove the underline. So let's tap text decoration and let's set it to none. Let's make it uppercase. So let's tap text transform uppercase and let's set the font size to 0.875 rem. And let's tap font weight of 500. Let's tap letter spacing. Let's set it to 0.1 m. Let's also add a hover effect. So when you hover over these, we can see that the color of the text changes. And we need to change the color smoothly. So for that, let's add a transition over here. And let's set it to color of 0.3 seconds ease. And here let's add the hover effect. So let's tap nav link colon hover. And here let's tap color of var color primary. So when we hover over this, the color of the text changes to primary. So this is how it looks. Right now, let's style this menu icon. So we have this button with a class of nav button icon. I'll just tap nav button icon. Let's set the background color to RGBA 255, 255, 255, 0.1. Let's remove the border. Let's set the width and the height to 40 pixels. Let's bring this icon to the center. So let's tap display of flex, align items to the center, justify content to the center. Let's also set the border radius to 50% so that we have this round shape. Let's tap cursor pointer for this pointer when we hover over this. Now when you hover over this icon, we need to change the background color to the primary color and we need to also change the size. So let's go back and here let's type nav button icon colon hover and let's tap background color var color primary and let's tap transform scale of 1.05 and let's tap transition over here. Let's set it to all 0.3 seconds ease. So now if you go back, this is how it looks. Right now, the last thing we will do is we will rotate this icon. So here we can see this rotates. So let's go back and let's create an animation called spin. So let's tap add keyframes, spin. And here let's tap from transform rotate 0 degrees. So we need to start rotating from 0 degrees to transform rotate 360 degrees. So it will spin and let's target the brand icon. I don't think we have added any styles for that. So let's target that. So here we can see we have this class of brand icon. Let's type brand icon. Let's type animation. Let's set it to spin. For the duration, let's tap 8 seconds. Let's tap linear for the easing function so that it rotates in a constant speed. And let's also tap infinite for rotating it infinite amount of times. So now if you go back, we can see that the icon is rotating. So with that, we have styled our nav bar. So that's basically it for this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comments below. And if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.